Trying to get out of the video. Yeah.
All right.
The video. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't want see what the hell I'm doing. I can't go out of the video. I'm rotating. Okay, we're gonna. I'm trying. There, the video done it. Oh, the video. I got one viewer. I got one viewer. I can see some. Hello, folks. Let's see. Let me put this up here. Work on this a little. There we go. Okay, we're going to do something. Hold on here. Hold on. A little bit.
All right, I'm going to keep playing this, but I want you guys to notice the elements in the room.
Better. What's going on tonight? Between you and me, tonight. And Carolyn! Oh, the crap. So fuck. I love to be in Mexico. And I love to see refrigerator breaks. Oh, yeah. Well, take, and all the e-begging. The refrigerator breaks. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, she wants you and I to pay for her. I'm just going to clown around. Just want to make sure that, you know, and Camel Dave, yeah. Tonight, the update of our goodbye. We're and Caroline from fucking drugs and drinks tonight. We're looking like Carol and Caroline, for God's fucking sake. Okay. Our salute goodbye tonight. Okay, folks, we're going to say our salute goodbye tonight. The update of our everyday joke. Yeah, he getting all the subscribers. Eric and Carolyn, all the fucking money she's e-begging for, you know? And Camel Dave, all the fucking money. Make sure that you Well, fucking icebox. You fucking kidding me? She wants you and I to pay for her. And I love to see her talk about all the drugs she loves to take. In Mexico, I love to dance, and I love to see Caravan Carolyn get drunk. Caravan Carolyn. Her drink. See Caravan Carolyn. Yes! Yes! Watches her channel every Caravan Carolyn. We all love her channel. Clydesdale watches her channel every freaking chance he gets. Caravan Carolyn. And updates. So, a little bit of better. Hold on here, hold on. This is not all for me.
So when the cameras fall like that, that's when you see the room.
This is not some evil.
So I'm playing this, you guys, for you before I start, because my presentation is going to show you how this video and the ones that I have pulled to the side match up perfectly to the elements. Now, I'm looking for someone as far as an investigative reporter who would like to take this story, because by the end of today's presentation or tonight's presentation, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Now, I already sent it in, and of course I don't get updates, but when you take a video like this, you tape it the way I tell you, and then you look at it between the frames, right? When I show you, I pulled what's in between the frames out for you guys. And what's in between these frames, you see, its location, and it's the same location as I have throughout all the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's videos. Now, he's supposed to be in his RV, right? So the photos I'm going to be showing you mostly and mainly come from his videos, or she. We don't know who this is. Now, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It's for entertainment purposes and educational purposes. Nothing here has been proven correct or not correct. And this is part 7 of Elements Only. Okay? Yes, it's the RV guy. Now, I find my information by following my hands just bring me there, right? And this guy's video was smashed in with Molly's and Dolly's and Betty Bullhorns. I don't know, there's this channel, I don't even know what it is or what he does, but it's like a hodgepodge of stuff. And I felt it as soon as I watched his video, or whoever this is. So I went into, and I'm showing you how I videotape it. I keep my finger down, and that's what it happens. All those little ones show up. And when you look inside there, you see the boxes above his head, the maroon boxes. Let me circle it for those that are new. And these elements I have already gone over in my elements only. And this was these boxes here. These were one of the first elements, right? They showed you behind Candace. This is upside down. This is the machine. Okay? It's sideways. Most of his things are sideways. Let me show you what I mean. Let me take a snapshot. So many times when you are looking for elements, they try really hard to do anything they can so you don't see them correctly. One of the big things that they do is they turn their shit sideways. Wait, let me actually, I just took a screenshot of what you're looking at. Okay. When you turn this sideways, the box is on the bottom under the head, and that's the machine. And that yellow doorway is the doorway with the red door in the front that everyone has. This guy's head happens to be connected. Let me show you. Let me turn it again. The most important thing to look at for my next few slides when I show you is this, that whoever is talking is really a victim under there. It's connected to the machine. I'm going to show you this much clearer in a minute. Right here. And here's the box. Okay? You guys with me so far? So this is how I get it. It's this simple. So now look to the right, and there's your door with the red frame. So when you tape it like that, all you got to do, and this is a whole different person in the beginning that has that green thing over them, so their head pops out. That's the tarp that I showed you in one of my elements only video. And that is how they deep fake the face. And that is the green screen behind this person. So that green screen is behind them, and that's the tarp around them so they could stick their head out. Okay? So, see how all this is in there? I captured all this for you. So then I go in and I know where to get my photos. See, like that's a whole different scene in the small one because the lighting and everything is different. What you see here in the big photo compared to what you are looking at in the small one, because the small one is what lies kind of between, but I actually get deeper in between these frames for you. But here's a really good example. Let me brighten this up. This is what is in the corner, right, of this video. Whoops, I just closed it. They're different scenes because they layer it. And that's what's called deep fake, and that's what I've dedicated my channel to, is to uncover the deep fake to bring justice to the kids, because their story is between the deep fake. This is their story right here. This is someone connected to the machine in the room that's underground. It's very different from what they're showing you. But I thought at this point it was really important that I show you how and where I'm finding these so those who are new understand that they're only coming from the video. It's layered, deep fake is real, and these children need justice. And I am looking for anyone who wants this story because this is going to be the biggest story of the century. It's going to be bigger than John Wayne Gacy. There. Speak the truth and you see your frame. See how now it's in the main frame. Very rarely happens. But what is going on in this video, you guys, is very sick. And there are hundreds of people. Look at this. This is a real room. So when this reminds me of Don Wells, you guys remember, I have the video somewhere. I'm not going to look it up right now. When they first started their YouTube channel, everyone's like, what kind of a freaking video is that? They sat against a green screen and did nothing. And no one found that strange. I'm like, that's a green screen. They're taking their photos so they could layer and use that as their main layer. That's all I see here. I just see that exact thing. This is a main layer that they use. The lighting, the room, it's all different, and it's against a green screen. It's so obvious compared to this. It's totally different. Totally different. This is nothing more than, see how it's all in there? Look. So whoever is in that small little photo is where the FBI needs to go get, is that information. They'll have an easier time than me. This is the room. If you look very carefully all the way to the right, those are people sitting in the box. You sort of see them, but no one's stopping. No one's stopping. You click it down and the whole situation changes. Right there is the victim connected to the machine that I've been showing over and over and over. This is the exact room and the exact location that I show a lot of Michael Vaughn's photos. This is the Molly Golightly's car ride to Walmart, by the way. This is what it is. Look behind him, all the way behind him. It's almost like a garbage dump. Look at how clear it's coming now. Totally different from what I started with. We didn't start with the machine connected to his head on the left-hand side. You didn't, right? It's right here. Let me point it out just in case. But no one's doing this stuff. They're all trying to drum up drama. There's no drama, and they're trying to get you off YouTube. They're like, go sign up for Kick. Well, that's such a disgusting, like, who's going to go to Kick from YouTube? But notice the creators that are trying to push you off YouTube. They're trying to sell it to you guys. They're banking on it. They're banking on the fact that you don't watch this. They don't want you to. So don't fall into, there's a lot of ridiculous conversation going on. And they're taking up a lot of airspace. Look, they're taking up a lot of airspace to get you away from seeing this stuff. There are a few of us that are focused in. There are. There's only a few. But they're really trying desperately hard to keep you away from seeing this. Look. Look. That's what's in between the story they're trying to sell you in this video. This is the truth. The person under here has its head on a platter, connected to the machine in the area and same location as all of our victims. And guess how old this video is? 4 years old. 4 years old. Can you imagine how many victims there have been? Think about it. This is real. And this is right from video that any authority, look at how fake that is. Any authority could come get. Like, what's that? That's the equipment that they're showing you, but it's upside down. See? This person is in the same location with the same door as the Idaho 4, Summer Moon Wells, Kylie Rodney, Michael Vaughn, Gabby Petito, all of them. All of them. That door. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. It isn't difficult for the authorities to bust this shit open, you guys. Look at the neck. There's the V on the neck and the small little one. I'm going to crop it. It's not difficult for them to bust this open. And there's going to be hundreds of victims. Hundreds. I'm not talking 10. I'm talking hundreds. I told you that my tuition, my clairvoyance, the noise and the conversation, there's so many victims, they don't even know who they are. The victims themselves don't know who they are. They're nameless. They're lost. They're stuck. No one came or gave them any kind of justice. Just by acknowledging the story and getting the story out there as the truth brings them justice. His head in the small little corner, let me show you, is in the machine. And just remember, these photos match up with Molly's car ride that I showed you, and with the stars up in the sky and all. I'm going to show you. I put it in my presentation. Contrast. I'm going to make this contrast a little strong, but that's because I need you to see the machine that I've been showing you in the Summer Moon Wells case. It's on the head. That's the machine that goes on the counter. That's the machine that goes on the head. It's smashed in here. Those are the little frames that they don't want you to see. Those are the frames that they show on the deep dark web. See here, kind of, you could sort of see the face without any makeup. And I do believe they cut I do believe they cut the face with a smile on it. And the reason being is because watching the video of him moving that knife, he moves it as if he's cutting a smiley face and the eyeballs are slits. The eyes aren't round, they're slits. And that's what he does with the knife. The knife cuts around the face and then gives it a smile. So notice how the knife moved and cuts around a face. Here, I'll put it on again. And then I'll start my PDF. Watch. Okay, here's the knife. Watch. It cuts around the face, gives a smile, and then the eyes. There's the smile. I replay it so you see the smile. Wait. It kind of looks funny because I stop it. Wait. It goes like that. Oh, see, it sucks because I stop it. I don't play it all the way through. And then this guy, this video, when you play it slowly too, it's a sacrifice. The person that's in the corner isn't the same person. It's a sacrifice. This is out in the desert. And when I stop on those little, wait, I want to stop on one of those little squares for you. That's not a good one. It's so much easier to do it on your telephone because you have more control than the mouse. Let's see if that's one. Because what happens is it separates and shows more information in the square. See? It's going to show you the face of the child that was sacrificed. That's what it does for me, because that's what my little spirit guides do. Now, I don't know if you see the same thing I see, but I see the little boy's face, and it's a little boy. And this is the stuff that I have learned shows up for me to help bring justice. And this is just something that Summer Moon Wells showed me. And I just see it very clearly. And I used to think it wasn't there, and it is. See, put a 1 if you see that little boy that's right here. There's been a lot of victims, you guys. And they're hidden in these videos. And I see them very, very easily, very clearly. And now I've been shown how to show you guys because it actually is really there. For those who think that they're seeing things and other channels and people who want to bully you for it, everyone sees their own reality the way you're supposed to see it. No one else is going to probably see this unless I point it out, because I truly believe my purpose is to see it and bring these children justice. Because I'm not really quite sure Who else is going to stop in between a frame of a frame of a frame and see a little boy's face? Summer Moon Wells is really the one who brought me to this. And I mean, every day I pray that someone picks this shit up and recognizes that this is a real story about hundreds of children. Hundreds. So that's my intro to this presentation I'm going to show you. The presentation really brings in the elements within the room to show you that they're real, and I believe that I have nailed the place to find this information. Now, again, it's not about this guy, because it's not this guy. It's never the person you think it is. It just isn't. It's deep faked. No one's going to ever know who this guy is. It's not a Dave. It's a fake person. But the channel is used to tell the story. This is what is between the frames. There's your green face. This is the sacrifice, you guys. This is the machine. I cannot emphasize it any more than I am to tell you that this is the answer to getting the group. I'm putting it out there. Like, I see it. I know it. And I'm praying for someone to bring this to the authorities. I've already brought it. I don't know what he's doing with it. These are babies. Many a times I think that they're embryos. I don't even know if these are, I don't know what they are. And just think of the sickest shit that you could think of. And then quadruple it. Literally. I believe they are making other people do this stuff as part of what they do. Like making children beat the shit out of another child. Making a child be the one to cut the head off. That's what they do. That's what they're doing. So if I add a little bit of contrast to this, this is the Summer Moon Wells missing children's story. Right there. And anyone that has been following, I'm almost at 600 videos. I think I'm like maybe 2 away. Knows that this is what I've been showing. There's the green face. Yeah, Rumpel, they're making the children, it's part of their satisfaction. Here's the green face. Right here at the end of the tube. This is a gookie head over here. This is it. It's funny. Really notice where people are going to listen to what creators get major bumps and they're getting major traffic. And they're telling you to get off of like YouTube because they don't want you watching this. They don't want you watching this, you guys. You need to look very carefully at this photo. This photo proves that it's all the same room. This photo gives me the information that I need to give me affirmation. This is the door. That's that thing hanging that I showed you in Molly's car. This is the face. This is in a different room. Here's the heart on the eye. Here's the stick that's out of the mouth that I showed you in Quentin Simon. This is what they have in their mouth. Summer Moon Wells had the same thing. Quentin Simon I just showed you is. The girl that was on the boat, I showed you on Bob Vaughn's boat that was sitting in the front of the boat. She has that same stick in her mouth. It's an element. Right here. That's what's in there. You guys, this is the Idaho 4. This is the same thing that you saw in Kylie's. What you see all the way to the right was the most important information about the room. This. Watch. Here's Molly in the car. This is the same stuff I am showing you right now with the clown face. You guys, this is identical. It's the same information. This is Molly's. That's one of my first elements that I showed you in my Elements Only that was at the water hole in Summer Moon Wells' case. That's where they were, and this is what it was. That's Molly's. This is this, guys. It's the same thing hanging out of the door with the heart. This is the same thing as well, even though it's blue. That thing is hanging out of the side. Molly's face here is exactly what they make it look like in the clown's videos. In the clown videos, he is also showing that there's a sky above him and lights. Notice how this person in Molly's video becomes this. Right there. Oh, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you, Pit Mom. This here, you guys, is the same thing that we're looking at all day long. We're looking at this shit all day long. And that video, all of these videos that were put out, they really are trying to steer you away from watching. This person is who Molly turns into. This is a frame between Molly's frame. Now understand, that the information in this frame is identical to what I'm showing you. All the way to those white things flying in the air above his head. It's the same information. You guys, it's the same fucking information. This guy is in that same room. And that's supposed to be Molly. You understand that's supposed to be Molly? It's not. But this is her in the car, and the frame between the frame turns into this guy. I mean, who could easily, to me, who could easily be the face behind this guy? We don't know. But that's a green screen, and he's got that stuff on him, and they make all this shit up. How do we know that that's not who's behind there? That's up to authorities to figure out. But this is all really close information. Those glasses with the glasses. Oh my God, there's certain things that all these channels have said over the last 2 years that just stick out. And one of those is taking out the trash. Like, that's just such a huge one that Benny said. Like, there's certain things that just stick out. Molly talking about her brand new sunglasses that were real, that Tiffany sent. There's a story behind those. The Tiffany sent her the glasses and they made a whole big deal. I'm like, the fuck are they talking about? Don had the glasses, the new ones. There's certain conversations that I know pop. Here's all the doors. This is all the same location, and that's the same door that is in the rooms with the Idaho 4. This is one of my elements that I show you that are behind every victim. Every victim has this behind them, all the way in the back. Yeah, taking out the trash and just taking out the trash. It's like they bring it to a dumpster. It's like they bring this shit to a dumpster, or it goes in a dump truck, or it's going in a garbage truck. That's where it's going. But they're taking out the trash. I mean, I'm telling you, it echoes through my freaking head. Taking out the trash. So here is sort of a frame that's in between a frame. Look at the shoulder. Look at the information and the elements that match my elements that I go over. So the picture all the way to the right is more of the truth than what you see to the left, right? So if I were to crop it, because this here is what's underneath, in between, right here. And that is exactly how I tell you they cut the faces. Cuts around the face. He did the movement, and then the mouth, and then the eyes. He cuts like it's around the face. He cuts the face off or something. That was the movement that they made. That knife made that movement. It showed you. Showed you. And all the way to the other side are just like, I don't know, people in beds or shit. But it's let me crop it. It's two what this shows you is it's like two scenes pulled together. Two different rooms. You've seen that before. Those are the green tarps. Again, it's the room. I'm showing you how the room that he's in changes. And I have a lot of photos from this one because it's important that you recognize not only the person changes, the location changes. They're different rooms. This room is the one with the green, with the tarp and the stuff behind him. This one is a room that's different room. Look behind him in the smaller one. I'm going to crop and paste it. Wait. What page is this? 10. Let me crop and paste it so you see it larger, because the photo, this is a main element, believe it or not. You've seen this and you saw this shape I showed you, that JLR was holding this shape, this same white thing at the water hole. That, all the way in the back. This. This is the same shape that's in John Wayne Gacy's, all of his photos. All of his photos have this shape stamped in there. Yes, he's down under. He's down under in a hole. They go down into these holes, and I believe that they pull their cars or their RVs over these holes, and that's how they access it. I think that they're accessing them through RV places where you pull your trucks in. And they open up their chute from the bottom of their RV and they go down into the hole. That's what I see, and that's what I feel, that it's at these RV campgrounds, and they're not leaving their RV. They're not showing that they get out of the RV. They're going down into a hole in the ground, that they pull their RV over it. And you don't see them coming or going. You don't see it. They go right into a tunnel and they're gone. Or they're left there. There's food in there and shit in there, and they just sitting there. Yes, national parks. That's how I see it. I think that that's what's going on in our parks. That's what's going on, I believe, and because you don't see them coming or going. It's there are holes in the ground, like they go there. See? That's Molly's to the left. That shouldn't even be in her car. It's the same information, you guys. Yeah, national parks. You know that they just opened up, because I'm trying to get in with the FBI. They're opened up a national park team because there's so much going on in national parks. It's super easy. Think about it. Think about it. Who's going to go up into darkness, into those areas? You pull your RV up and you pull it right over the hole in the ground. Super easy. That's how I see that they're all connected. That's the hole in the ground. See? That's how I see it. It's like he goes into a hole under the RV. Like down under. Like I could almost feel scoops down under. And these things are in different locations. So I have a lot of pictures from here, but see, this video isn't what it appears to be. And to me, this is major. This is major information. That's how I feel. That this is really bad. And this needs urgent attention. And I believe that these are in RV campgrounds. Super fucking easy. Cowards. See, these are cowards, you guys. They hide. They hide in the darkness. Hide in the darkness. There's that thing sticking out of the mouth. The picture all the way up in the left, it's just like the Quentin Simon photo that Molly and Bullhorn Betty were showing. And that's the machine. Same stuff. Over and over. But I wanted to make sure to get all these photos out there, and I'm not done. To show you. Now, I showed you the video of this. Again, there's something with that shape hat. Look very closely at what's going on here. I believe that's the skin of a person. And when he makes that movement of the knife, he's reacting, he's reenacting what they're doing. Very obvious to me. Very. This is no joke. Oh, it's shaped like a ranger hat. Thank you, Marie. I didn't even welcome everyone in. There's little markings on the face. I really didn't get into it. I kind of was staying with the storyboard. But the way that this guy moves that knife, and then he puts it back into a knife holder, which I couldn't get a good look of it in the video. I was trying to see if it was leather. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. But this is what inside, this is really what my presentation started with, and then I added that other part because it showed to me. Now this is just supposed to be him inside the RV. Well, it's not just him. This is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's story. This is happening. Well, these are masks, and these masks are made of skins. They're skins. I call them skins. They're skins. He just showed you how he cuts it. He showed it in the video. He showed it. And this isn't the guy. They're showing the victims. Right here. Their heads are sticking out of those holes. I mean, look at their faces, you guys. Look. Let me show you what's going on in here. This is, I know it's hard to wrap your heads around it, and it's very, very difficult to even comprehend that this is real. I could show pictures like this all day, and I don't understand how no one's taking this story on. That's what's in there. That's on their eyeballs. That's a heart in the mouth. These are all my elements, you guys, I've been showing. Yeah, it's just terrible. I'm reading that, Pit Mom. It's real. I know. Most of the people, a lot of these victims are disabled. I believe that they have like a Down syndrome, or I don't know. But there's the heart in the mouth right there. And this is happening somewhere in our world right now as we talk about it. As I sit here and show you. And obviously that's not him on the right hand side. It's only supposed to be him in his trailer. And it's not. I believe he has hundreds of video that shows this stuff. That's not him. That's not the old man. See those little pieces? Those little pieces that fly around? And it's landed right there in his eye, but those are the pieces I was just showing you. Wait, let me grab it. In Molly's video that I said these fly around, and they're in her video also. Here. Those little white things are exactly what's flying around in Molly's car ride video. These things. Those are those white things. Those are those. And that is a one-way mirror. That is the one-way window. You could see in, but you can't see out. Here is the chair, and that's the door that has that little string thing coming out of it. This is the chair. I believe the chair moves and lifts, and they're underground, and it's on a railroad. It's on a track. These things are coming down towards you. That is the chair that the victims sit in. They move underground. And that is the doorway. You guys, I've been looking at this stuff enough to know that this is the closest photo that I have of this stuff. This is the closest real photos that I have of this freaking chair that I've been showing you, that even Kylie Rodney has a great photo. She was in this chair. These are the closest photos that you guys are going to see of this stuff. Because they're showing it. Why would they think anyone would know what it is? Here. This is the door, the box. And this is the chair. Let me crop it. Maybe make it a little brighter. Let's see. It's the chair. And this moves. It's moving. I can feel it. Like it's moving kind of on an angle, but it's built underground, you guys. These things move. Those are they go up and down. Those are chains. Those are chains connected to the top that move it. It moves on chains. Those are chains. This is a very, very telling picture. This was a picture that was taken from the RV. Like, it's telling something. And I'm keeping this in here because this might help with location for authorities when it's ready. But this looks like a lockup. Like, it looks like those are lockups. I don't know. I can't tell, but I'll have to look into the video more. But I had to put this in here because it says something. It definitely says something. So this is what one of those heads look like that's sitting in the window of the fake car. So just imagine that this is the same heads I've been showing you, that Benny always has his head sticking in one of these. Andrew Hilt has many of them. But that's a window. Like, this is the window of the fake car. You see someone on both sides. There's someone on here. I always just assume you guys see it. So there's someone on this side, right here, and there's someone on this side. Now, remember, this isn't a window that's supposed to be open with anyone sitting on that side. But this is in the window, and his head is on that ledge, like it's always been. Always been. So these are the things that fly that you've seen in over and over and over. That's the green face, the maroon, the white. These are the things that like fly in the air, and you're supposed to think that they're crazy little things, but they're not anymore. FYI to the person who's fucking putting this shit out there, because we've seen it enough times. Like, it's like it has to show up in these videos for me to recognize it as a location that is doing sacrifices, because no sacrifice, well, how should I put it? Every sacrifice has these. If they don't, then they're not part of Summer Moonwell's Missing Children. This is in his RV. I mean, really? This is in the RV. This is every frigging case I've shown you has these. The first time we saw this, it's in my elements only. It's called the green face. Let's see if I could pull just one up for those that are new. It was the very first night where I said that's Jody Sue Brown's video of June 15th. Like even here, this girl's even holding hers in the water. Like that's hers. Everyone has them. See, that's this. They're attached to them. Everyone has their own. If there's a sacrifice that happens to deal with and under the same summer moon wells, they're going to have one of those. It's part of it. Let's see. Green face. Whoops. Green face. So let's see. Here. This was on June 15th. From Jody Sue Brown that said helicopters were flying over the Wells house, which they weren't. I'm like, that's a green face. See? That's the green face. And that was the first time I saw it. And then all the other critters that are shaped all matched what was in the air with the helicopters. Never changed. It stayed the same. And I always kept, let me see if I turn this. Oh my fucking God, you guys. So this is from Jody Sue Brown the night. This is Summer's symbol. Remember I just said to you each person has a different symbol? And it's the lights that I showed you in that guy's eyes? That's Summer's. Right there. This. I'm going to show you how I'm right. This is hers. This is all hers. This is all Summer. Watch this, watch this. I told you that this guy had those things in his glasses. And I said each child has one. See, this is what I'm talking about. Are these. See the green face? It's white. Let me get hers. It's the same thing. Holy shit. Holy shit. Look, you guys. Watch. This is Summers, the night of June 15th. Holy shit. Oh my God. You guys. Look. This guy has all these different... This is actually Summers. Because this was June 15th. See these? This is the name of the game. This is it. There's her face. See the face here? You guys, this showed up on June 15th, so this is a pretty big deal. I'd ever looked at it this way. And here are her lights. It's the same thing. This is the same thing. Holy shit. I always wondered what that was, and now it just got put together. That's Summers. It's all the same group, you guys. It's all the same group. This is just the guy's face that is in the video. Now understand that it's never, it's very rarely would I say that's his face, because I have no idea. But that face looks to me as the same face that goes back to the Hare's family. This is from the Hare's, to the left is from the Hare's a reunion. Their family reunion. And it's that face back there that just... I feel a familiar feeling, is what I'm saying. Maybe that's what they do. They put mustache and beard on like that, but it's too much of a coincidence. And in his glasses shows the different victims' faces. So again, this is something the authorities could go in, because it's really crystal clear that it shows. They're just different victims' faces that are in front of their box. And each face in here is different. Let me blow one up so you could see how their heads are coming out of these boxes. Here, I'll just bring one up. That these are heads in a box on a platter. Believe it or not, nothing has changed here. I'm gonna contrast it a little, or I contrasted this a little so you could see it. So each and every victim winds up looking like this. Head in a box on a platter. That's what's over here to the right. The white thing is the platter, and their head is sticking out of the floor. Can you believe that none of this shit is talked about? I mean, it's like I'm not even sitting here telling you, like I've created the story already because the story's been told to me. So that was the part that was really tough to get because that was all channeled, right? In order for it to make a difference, I have to do this part or I'm never going to help solve and bring justice. Because they want their story confirmed. They're not looking for people to be thrown in jail as much as they are confirmed. This is the equipment that sits outside. That's the chair. And I believe that gets lowered into the ground. I do. To the left, it shows the equipment. It's part of the fake car. Here it is. You've seen this. This is the equipment, and this actually shows really clearly in the Watts kids. I'm sorry, Lori Vallow's house. That's the number 5 back there, like that silver 5 that showed up. This is the same 5 that showed up in Molly's bed. This is just a silver 5. And these are flatbeds, and I don't know, but this shit gets lowered. Like that. It's really kind of freaky that nothing is being done. This is what I showed you the other day. This is the equipment. Their head is on the equipment, face down. And I believe this is underground. And now that I see it, I really believe that the door is accessed through some kind of automobile, the RV, the trucks, the fake cars. But this is a small little room. No one would know that someone's in here. No one. This is the same freaking story as Molly's car ride to Walmart. I'm telling you. Same. This really ties shit together, you guys. Here's what the faces start to look like as the video goes on. Not the same person. These elements that I'm introducing tonight may look new. I'm just showing you a new way of looking at it. They're the same elements, they always have been. But the difference here is it's really getting overpowered by this freaking clown face, right? But each and every victim, let me show you, has this heart on the side of the head, just like Summer did. It's right there. And so does Molly in her car. I mean, it's a main element that always shows. Again, the machine is back here. Most of us recognize it looking like this. Everything is turned around. Everything is turned around. These are really good photos. So here shows you the element, the machine, and it's really obvious that, here, maybe I should turn it. Here, it goes this way. So now this is a better picture to show you the machine element turned the right way. There. You could put Kylie Rodney's head in there, Summer Moon Wells's head, anyone's. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Boom. It's what it is. It's a really good video to grab the elements. Nothing has changed. Nothing. All the way back to the beginning. All the way back to day one. All the way back to the cases that were before Summer Moon. This piece of machinery, you guys, shows up. Again, what this guy has across his face here is the same exact thing I just showed you in, well, it's everywhere, but I'm using Molly's car because I used that video and that information in my elements only. So I really focused in on that. So I'm using that one because this is an elements only video. This here is super easy to match up. I mean, oh my God, that is just, oh, Muffin Top, that was so sweet. Thank you for the membership. Brenda Clark, congratulations, thank you. That is the green face. So let me tell you something. All the way up in this corner, the right-hand corner, that's a green face, and that goes on the machine because I saw that in the Beast and Bunches machine. I have it in my Elements Only video. I have a picture of the little boy's head in there, and that's what it looks like. This is ridiculous that this all matches. That's so fun. You guys are having so much fun. Thank you. Look at that. And on the bottom, I put that bottom one in there to show you how these are pictures in between the photos. And it's always fun, like if you videotape it the way I showed you, to look in the smallest of the smallest. I say that all the time. And this is why I say it, because this is what's in these pictures. You have to look, like, take out your magnifying glass thing and you look at them. And you'll see the truth that lies between. Right? Like this. This is the truth that lies between. So what you see here in the upper left-hand corner is more of what the real room looks like. They're laying down. They're in like they get like lowered. Remember I told you how they get like lowered? They go up and they get down, they get lowered and pulled up. Well, the victim is who's laying down in the hole. This is the victim. They're who's laying down. See? This is like a box. See the yellow trim? Their head's in the corner. This is Aaron Carter. This happened to every victim. This is a room. It's not his RV anymore. That's what happens in these things. They're not the RV. They're not what they say they are. So you turn this again. You turn this because the guy's laying this way, and you have your situation. Right there. I like to put 3 because it's easier for you guys to see. Kind of makes it pop. And there's your machine. And there's your victim. That's your victim. And you guys, there has to be so many. I mean, if this is 4 years, no, this is maybe 3 years old. Mentions Mexico, mentions refrigerator motor, mentions ice box. All of those, by the way, are elements that I have down as major elements. The refrigerator, he said the motor to the refrigerator. The ice box. Those are very, very, very important elements in these murders. They're very. So, this looks a little kooky, but what I'm going to show you is what happens with all these little hearts and stuff that show up on the face. I'm going to crop into it because I'm going into the smaller frame. Why is my dog barking like that? Here. I'm going to put a little contrast on it so you see it better. But here, these are important elements. And I'm going to turn it because it goes this way. When you know your elements, you know which way it's supposed to turn. This way. Wait, let me upside down and that way. Here we go. It goes this way. Just like that. All those are, as I call them, trophies. Yeah, the refrigerator, Summer Wells LLC and that Jose guy, those were refrigerators. And now that I, hear him say that, it just sticks out. And he said Mexico, coming from Mexico. He said it. These are just more photos to recognize the elements that are thrown throughout all of these videos. And here, all the way in the back, here is your heart, your white with the red heart in the middle, that these are in the back seat of Molly's car going to Walmart. And when I say Molly, I don't know who it is. Oh, Jose Cuervo. Yeah. It says it on the bottle. And he says Mexico. So he says Mexico, refrigerator, motor, icebox, Jose Cuervo. Says all of that. All of that. You guys, this is so insane how I could just, like a total broken record, I could go over this, and over this. Oh, wait a minute. That's like a AC motor under his head. Look. Looks like an AC motor. Brightness. Let me crop in. Right here. So I see these all the time. They look like vents. Maybe those are motors. I mean, definitely something with refrigerators. Like those are the elements that I focus in on. See how this here, there are photos of Don Wells. I think I have him in one of my videos of Elements Only, that he also has these stars above him and he's in a place like this. They all kind of represent the same location. Gone over that enough. Why do I have more of these? I'm just looking at these. There's the indent. See the indent on his face with the number 5? Remember I showed you Sammy had the same thing? I went over these. Look behind him. See how behind him you see that this is underground. This is a good photo to show you you could feel it. So you don't have to be a clairvoyant to feel that this is down under, and it's like a railroad. You could feel like the thickness of the iron, like the metal. And they pull these big ass chains across it. Yeah, the refrigerators are like, I think, a key player. Maybe they do these little kids because maybe the kids fit in the motor. I'm going to have to put some time into it. See? You could feel it. You could feel it. You see that door? It almost feels like you pull gate down, like it's a working shaft, like this is like a working doorway, like it works. So the other part of this, I kind of showed you a little bit of it, was this guy sitting in a chair, and I showed a little bit of this the other night, but I didn't really focus in. Look in the window. If this isn't the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children, I don't even know what to say. It's the whole thing. It's the face. It's the whole thing. And he's holding it, and he's in the one-way mirror. See? So here's a good example. I believe he's sitting in the fake car or the fake RV, whatever it is, and those are holes in the ground. Now, how he had it in his video was different. In the video, I turned it. I turned it last night. In the video, he shows it like this. So in the video, he's turned this way. It's this way. They're looking down into the hole. Always. And I believe that these holes are in the fake cars, and I believe that you could access them through the bottom of the car or maybe the bottom of the RV. There's a way that they're exiting. See, here's a hole right there. This is what I see in the cars all the time. Those are the elements. Even this thing over here it's always looks the same. Like this is like these here are always the same. Same shape, same color. And here's the hole in the ground. Now, many a times when you guys see this, let me turn it. We may see it like this as a sunroof. It depends on which way you turn it. They turn shit always. So this, if you turn it this way, this now can be the fake Benny's car coming out of the hole in the sunroof. It's all the same. It just depends on which way you turn it. So this would match right up to the sunroof with the hole in it. This would match right up to Molly's, Benny's, Checka TV's, Gotcha Man, even Ryan's. They have all the same right in here. So it depends on which way you turn it. Either the bottom or the top. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's the same information because it's all built the same way. All built the same way. You could do anything we want with this, but that silver little face, that silver little critter with those little lights around it don't change. We just saw this. I just showed you this in Summer Moon's June 15th video. This. Right here. Stays the same. Right there. There's the maroon box in the back. the lights, they're all symbols of whoever is being sacrificed. Whoever is going through this in this moment, this is their setup. Yeah, I think it's all hidden and goes right through the fake car. And they're showing it. I'm just waiting for the day that it's recognized as, oh yeah. This is it. Let me brighten this up. So this part of his video is pretty transparent, and the elements here don't change. Oh, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you, Caroline, baby. You're new. Welcome aboard. I haven't even gone in to welcome everybody. Thank you all for being here. And cheers to my amazing mod, Muffin Top. Thank you. So this doesn't change. Ooh, let's turn this guy this way. Let's see. Ooh. Watch this. Look at how this element just gets better and better. That's your green face. I call these critters. They pretty much stay the same, but they've just the lights around it are different. Different critters, but they really kind of really stay the same. It's just symbolizing someone is under that green face, even though it's white above the face, and this is a sacrifice. It's a major sacrifice. And he's just sitting there. This dude is behind him. Again, this is like the same. You could put Don into this photo. You could put Benny into this photo. Anyone. And they're sitting in the same like submarine. I don't know what the fuck they're sitting in, but it's built for their ass to sit in it. See, it's like a old-fashioned something. I did show you these the other day. This is the close-up equipment. Let me see if I can grab a photo real fast, because this really looks so much like Kylie car. When Kylie with Adventures with Purpose. That is how you know you're on. You guys, the first thing I clicked on was what I wanted. That's crazy. Okay. Copy. What you're looking at here is this. This is Adventures with Purpose's fake ass inside of the truck. What we've been looking at all night is this. Just to let you know. There's your ice bucket thing. This here. Oh, come on. Kylie. open up her PDF. It's all the same. So when I say they're inside this thing, when I told you guys that the Adventures with Purpose truck is showing like the elements and this is what it is, it's the same thing that we see. This is what we're looking at. Let me get a good picture of the equipment. If I'm sitting in, he's sitting in it. Wait. Here. We're looking at this. This here is the same as this. It's the same. The equipment doesn't change. And every time I say, oh, this is what you're looking at and this is what it is, it hasn't changed. Let me crop this. Because the truth is lying beneath the deep fake. And when I say that they've used certain videos in certain creators' channels, one of them was Adventures with Purpose. And here, this equipment is exactly what I'm showing you. This is this. This is this equipment. You know, I should probably match this up elements, apples to apples, because now that I have this dumbass's video shit, it's really obvious. I mean, it is to me. And it's just coming really closer and closer. I'm looking at it, it's mind-blowing. It really is, you guys. I mean, I just don't get it. It's, oh my God. See, here's Kylie. You know, this was Kylie and she's attached to it. Oh, here we go. Right here. Oh my God, did you just sit? Heck? Oh my God, you sent another one. Thank you, Carol Ann. Thank you. This is Kylie Rodney. And those are the hearts on her. This is really what she looked like, because this is what's underneath the deep fake. And I mean, as I'm going through this guy's stuff, it's so Kylie Rodney. You know why so more Kylie than anyone else? Because Adventures with Purpose showed the inside of their truck. You see, here's the inside of their truck. I mean, it's obvious. To me, same equipment. So here are the lights in this guy's eyes. And I just went over this with Summers. I mean, it really looks really great because they definitely match. Let me see if I have any Kylie's lights. No. I think I'm going to do a apples to apples with Kylie's stuff. This is what is in his glasses. Now it's really obvious what this is, especially since I showed you summer moons. So when you look at this photo from this guy's video, we don't even know who this is, right? We don't know who this is. But it's someone that's not supposed to be there. I think I have to grab my charger, right? Look at this equipment. Let me brighten this up. I'm going to grab my charger. I always think I'm going to have enough. Look at this equipment. Look at this doorway. Really look at this photo. Right? Wait, let me grab my charger. Okay. Like this photo here, when I see it, looks more like the guy that was in Molly's car. Like this photo, oh fuck off. This photo here looks like, oh, am I hitting a nerve? Are you gonna come and act like a baby? Go whine somewhere else. Did someone's live just end or something? Okay, oh here, this guy looks like, let's see, kind of reminds me, again, of this dude. Like, because I think that both of their faces, these guys are hiding. Oh, you're so sad that I'm busting this stuff open. Here's the hole in the ground. So this is showing the hole in the ground, okay? I don't know exactly where what, but it shows that it's outside. That's interesting. Shows that it's outside. See that, you guys? As there's lights. Now this, if this is outside, then maybe they do pull right over it. You know? It's very possible. So it's so amazing. I love when you guys come in here. Who deleted your comment? It's so amazing when you immature people come in here and have never obviously maybe have never taken classes or schooling on psychology, because it's actually exciting to me that I'm pissing some people off, because that means I'm pretty close. And I think I'm right on top of you guys like fly on shit. I think that I have your number. And that I totally see it. It's getting super clear. And the more I show that our images that match up, the more you guys are going to get pissed off because it takes away your power. It takes your power away. And you need that power to live. It's like you need that fill because you don't get it anywhere else in your life, which is you don't get it anywhere where you give light, you give back to people, you give to charity, you give a smile, you give a hug to someone. Because you don't do that, this is where you get it. And you know what? That doesn't last very long. You will grow old and weak and you will die from having no light within you. And that's really sad for you. That is really sad for you. So don't think for a minute that it does nothing, but it's pathetic. And you don't even realize that you show your true colors because you're so deep within yourself. You don't realize that your true colors are showing, and that's something you should go look into for yourself to heal yourself. To heal yourself. Because you're not going to heal yourself and be in a place of love to love others if you don't figure that out for yourself. And coming into, forget my chat room. I could deal with it because I'm mature enough. I get it and I understand it and I see right through it. It's you doing that to other people who don't have the tools to understand you. And that's why our world is where we are. Because not everyone has the tools to understand the people that are angry and only fill their cup when they come in and do something like what you just did. That's all. I get it. Like, to me, it's sad. I'd rather have you send me $250 and I'll give you a reading that will probably change your life. You don't have to like me. But it just goes back to your own childhood. Many a times it's people who don't know the difference, and many a times it's someone who needs to break the ongoing habit or chain of events. You just don't know how to break it. But you could start by not doing the things that you know are bullying someone. Me, I don't care. So it's just sad. So good luck to you. Really. Tomorrow you should go spend some time on the water, the beach, because this is what they're doing to the people. This photo here is the closest photo that you're going to get to someone laying in one of these beds, being victimized and completely pulled apart by whatever machinery they have on him. This. So if you think that this is fun for the victims, or do you think that they didn't sign up for this? The children didn't. The children didn't. Did the adults? Maybe. Right there. Wait, my thing keeps unplugging. What the heck? Okay. This is what it looks like. And this is the closest to the truth of a photo that you're going to see. This is it. I mean, this is the Summer Moon Wells missing children's information. Whatever is happening here continuously happens. That's it. This is what it is. You could believe it or not, but the truth prevails, and it shows right here. It shows. You guys want to see the craziest thing? Wait. Let me grab the picture. Hold on. Here it comes. So, Summer Moon Wells missing children, all of the people that have been affected by this and touched by this sickness will get justice. I believe I'm bringing them justice by telling their story, but they want bigger. They want it bigger on a big platform. And they don't give a shit in who gets arrested. They want to see the people stopped. They want the people to be recognized and stopped. So they stop the circle of events. Here. This picture here is just as important as the one you're looking at. Even though it has a clown face, this here, that little gadget that looks like a stapler is a huge element. Huge. Looks like a stapler. Well, let me see if there's another one in here. It's kind of like this, Kylie Rodney. What you see here is like, to me, is the same thing as this. To me, it's the same thing. This. That's Kylie. You know, and these are photos that like no one really cares to recognize as this is her story. Her story is a Summer Moon Wells missing child story. Her story is the same story as everyone else's. Her story happens to have given a lot of information, probably way too much than they wanted to give. But the people doing this are the ones that create the narrative. We follow their narrative. Right? Let me brighten this one up. Show you this. This is most likely Kylie Rodney. Okay? This. Now that I've gone over so many elements with you guys, and you see it, if you look down at the keys and the lock, so if in fact I say that this is Kiely Rodni, all of this information that's so small and you think it's insignificant matches. The lock, the keys, everything. It matches all the way through because it's what's hidden within the videos. And whatever they hide in the videos is the same shit. Same stuff. And this is what their faces wind up looking like. I think that the front of their face is gone. I think it's skinned. You look really closely, I could see her little marking right here. And, you know, once you find the marking will then match throughout her whole entire story. Like here is Kiely's a marking. That's a face. Right below her face. They're really easy to find once you know where to look. But this is most likely Kiely. Right there. Let me turn it upside down. I think it's upside down. Oh my fucking God, it was. Check this out. It's a doggy face, just like Summer. Look, there's Kiely. Boom. That is representative of Kiely. Right there. Summer Moon Wells has one also. The same thing. It's a doggy face. And there's the heart next to her. Her head is in that box. It's the silver thing. Never changes, you guys. And that is Kiely's heart right next to her. Summer Moon had the same thing. Once the elements are known, it's a pretty much a slam dunker. So it looks like she's with a baby here. This is what I'm getting. Want to see something crazy? It looks as if she's with a baby, not by herself. Because this is what this is underneath her. On the bottom underneath this is this one with the key. And it's like the same kind of a thing. See the heart on the head? But it's a little one. This is a bigger one. These are her keys. These are her keys. And this is a baby. She was with a baby. That's what I'm getting. I mean, I've never gotten that kind of information before. I assume she was. Like, I just had a feeling maybe she was. But this here, is really telling the story. I really have to go back and look at this stuff. So I'm putting it out there that she had a baby with her. And this here see, I want to crop it right, so I think I need to, let's see. Oh. So this is the whole thing, and when I crop it into smaller pieces, that's when you get the story, right? Like that's, I shouldn't say that's when I get the story. So this is the whole thing. But it needs to be turned this way because of the framing. See the frame on the bottom? I follow the way the frame is supposed to go, like in a door. So turned this way, there's your critter. See how Kylie Rodney is just like when I say that she's a part. Oh, that's the R. This R was in her window. This was in her window of her car. It went this way. Sorry, you guys. This way. These are Kylie's keys. See, this goes somewhere in the water, you guys. See, this goes in the water, and those are her keys. Like someone gets the keys, right? It's just what it is. And this here, see, there's the 5 box right there. There are the keys to the number 5 box. It's all right here. It's all right here. I could tell you that it's so all the same that I can't even, I'm getting like pissed off right now. Like all of these are the same. Yeah, Benny has set a key. There's certain people that have keys. He has a set of keys. And I think, see, this is the frame. So what you just saw in there, what I will do is do apples to apples. So what's all in here should all wind up in her frame. See, it all goes here. And each victim has one. and their critters and everything match. Look an ass. Why does Benny make me laugh? It's so funny how he makes me laugh. It's so stupid. I can't take him seriously. I cannot take him seriously. I don't know why. I just can't. It's one of those things. So everyone's critters and whatever you want to call them do wind up in their frame, and I've gone over that before. You guys, I that's what I got tonight. This is it. And I think it's a pretty damn good one. There's a lot of information here that could super help solve these cases. And I do know that what we're doing here is bringing justice to the children. And one day we will wake up and things will be rocking and rolling. These are the guys that were in the water. I mean, that is so fake. You guys, seriously, Kylie Rodney's whole entire situation with Adventures with Purpose was so stupid. It is so obviously so wrong. There's like a whole nother storyboard that goes on with it. A whole nother one. But one day we will wake up and something is going to be busted open. May it be an RV camp somewhere in a forest preserve that was busted open. Maybe, right? But until then, I'm going to keep bringing justice for the children to tell their story. Thank you, Muffin Top. Thank you guys for being here. And thank you so much for those super stickers. That was so, so, so sweet. Thank you guys. If you haven't, please subscribe. And thank you for giving a membership. That was amazing. Or you can become a member. You guys, I'm done. Thank you all so much for being here. And may justice come to these children really soon. God bless you all. And thank you. I will talk to you guys in the next couple days. Good night, guys.